Going on, guys? It's Saturday morning. The baby got me up early. So I'm up with you guys. It's what's today? The 7th. I was having some problems with camera. Not this camera, but let's see. This camera. See? It's no good. It's all fuzzy. I don't know what's going on. I've been trying to mess with it all morning. It has some like autofocus BS going on, and I'm not enjoying it at all. But it's Christmas time. I'm up early. Got a new baby, so and I found this old school Sears catalog from not 2020, from the year 2000, which how old was I in the year 2000? 87, 97. So I was 13 years old. So that's prime time for Christmas wish lists and stuff like that. So I don't know. I thought maybe we'd check this out a little bit, and got some other things that looked interesting to me as well. So without further ado, let's just go. All right, here we go. Start here. This looks interesting. All right, we got the Game Boy Color, the clear purple, and I actually did get that one for Christmas one year with a Pokemon game. It wasn't blue or red. I got Pokemon Gold, I believe, and that was pretty awesome. That was a pretty sweet game, and I just remember playing the hell out of it, and pretty sweet. What else we got? I don't know if I want to go page by page because a lot of the pages are stuff like this, like Maurice Sendak's Little Bear. Don't even know what that is, so let's just find the cool stuff. Make sure to leave a thumbs up on the live stream. Baby dolls, dollhouses, play vacuum cleaners. Where's the fun stuff? We got a Barney, some tank engines. Alright, this is all like baby toys and stuff. Alright, here we go. We're getting to like the electronics and stuff. Alright, let's see what the 2000 Sears catalog had to offer. The Accelerator Elite, Accelerator PC Trainer. I don't even remember those. The Pay and Play. I remember the Pay and Play. Learning about money the fun way. Oh, remember these drum pads? These were pretty cool. I don't know if I had one when I was that young, but I think I got one when I was a little older. Oh, the Homework Whizzes. Never had anything that cool. I don't even know if that was cool. Pottery wheel, rock tumbler. See, now we're getting into some cool stuff. How motors work. See, these were like cool toys that I probably would have enjoyed back in the day. Ooh, especially the Magic kit. God, I was such a nerd for Magic. Butterfly Jungle, Magic Candle. See, the digging up the dinosaur bones thing, that would have been cool too. Let's see, what page are we on? 88. Let's go over here. Let's do this. Way we can get a little better view. Oh, here we go. I always wanted a telescope when I was a kid. I was all into the stars and space and all that stuff. They were only $49, although $49 in 2000s money. Let's see. $49 in year 2000 money. So $49 is worth about 89. So damn. So that was like a $90 telescope back in the day. Oh, that's pretty cool too. It's like an electronic microscope. I would have dug that. Check this out. The board games. See the chess sets. I was such a nerd for chess too. I had this really cool it was a glass chess set. It was pretty sweet. All the pieces were glass. Like one side was the clear glass and the other side was the frosted glass. That was pretty legit. Electronic Judge Judy game. Dude, I would have been all over that back then. Based on the #1 rated TV court show, now players or teams can rule on actual cases from Judge Judy's court. Electronic gavel holds Judge Judy's voice and attitude, and also keeps the score. Includes 300 actual TV court cases from 1 to 5 players. Requires 4 AA batteries not included. You can play with one person. Are you just Judge Judy, or does like the gavel just like take over and you're like the defendant? Anyway, that's fucking awesome. I would have fucking loved to be Judge Judy. Where were we? Oh, here we go. The Bop It Extremes. Oh, do you guys remember these? I wasn't like too much into like sports and stuff. I liked football, but I didn't really care about the other two. But I remember these things. You would like have to like pretend to like pitch the baseball and stuff. It was pretty interesting. Or like hoop the basketball. It was I don't know, interesting gimmick. Bones. More sports toys. This is page 100. Come on. There we go. All right, Game Boy accessories. The Game Boy Survival Kit. There's everything you need for your Game Boy, included a lighted magnifier, link cable, carrying case, and AC adapter. I remember the magnifying glass with the light because back in the day the handhelds didn't have a backlight. So you couldn't play in the dark. Like, you couldn't, like, stay up all night playing on your Game Boy because it didn't have a backlight. So you either had to have, like, a little flashlight or something to, like, hide from your parents, or you could get one of those. And I did have one of those, and it was pretty cool. I remember staying up very late playing games like Tetris. So there's that. Some games. Game Shark. Who remembers the Game Shark? Got some more games. Austin Powers. They had an Austin Powers video game. Here we go. See, this game, this is the game I got when I was a kid. Probably this year, if it was new. Year 2000. I got this, and I got the purple Game Boy. And that was like the best Christmas gift I've ever got. It was pretty sweet. I had this one right here. Game Boy Color. Do I have any of these other games? Nope. Link's Awakening? No. And A Link to the Past? No. There were two other ones. Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons. had an N64 too. But I mostly played like the wrestling games on the N64. I still play those wrestling games. I got an N64 emulator on my phone, and I have like one of those Backbone controllers. I had GoldenEye too. I played the shit out of GoldenEye. GoldenEye was awesome, man. PlayStation. I didn't get a PS1 till a little bit later. Probably like right before the PS2 came out, and then I got the PS2. And then I pretty much stopped Nintendo until the Wii came out. Remember Wii, the Wii Sports? You could bowl. That was pretty fun. Yep, and played the heck out of Tony Hawk 2. I actually have Tony Hawk 1 and 2 on the PS4. I was playing that not too long ago. Star Wars Episode 1 Phantom Menace, that was a pretty good game too. I remember that game because you could be like other like Jedi, like Plo Koon and Mace Windu and stuff. That was pretty cool. Gran Turismo, that was also a sweet game. Ah, there it is, brand new, the PS2. Man, that's old. Old. Dreamcast. They still have the Dreamcast back in the day, back in 2020. I keep saying 2020, but back in the year 2000. Alright, let's kind of get out of this video game section. It's like that was the last page of it anyway. Got some baby toys. Rollerblades. Trucks, the tractors. See, I was a little bit older in 2000, so I really didn't like mess with this kind of stuff. Maybe the Star Wars stuff I might have messed with. I don't think so, though. I don't think I had any Star Wars toys. I had, you know what I did? I had like the lightsabers, and me and my brother and sister would like have lightsaber duels. I did have Transformers. Are there any Transformers in here? Musical instruments. Ooh, we're getting into the clothes now. No. Metal detecting. Now we're getting into the Christmas stuff for the adults. That's not as fun as the toys. Oh, let's check out the old camcorders they had. Capture the moment. $7.99 for a RCA digital camcorder. Let's check this out. One button, 16 times zoom. Convert your camera from video to a digital snapshot camera with the flip of a switch and download stills to your PC. Wow. Steady pixel eliminates jitters. Color view screen provides TV-like viewing for recording. Remember when TV-like viewing was the standard? That's pretty funny. They're all like straight up, you have to put like an old tape in them. That's pretty funny. Back in the day, we used to film like when I was in high school, I used to like want to be a filmmaker, so we used to film, make a bunch of like stupid like short films and stuff like that. And we used to film on, we used a couple of like mini little Panasonic camcorders like that. But what did we use? It was a mini DV tape. So it was mini digital video. And you can plug, so what you do, you'd record on the tape. And then you'd plug the camera into the computer. And then you like run the program and it like goes through the camera and it takes the video off the film and copies it as a digital copy onto your computer. So it was like a hard drive, but the hard drive was the cassette tape, the mini digital videotape. So it was pretty interesting. And the cable that you needed to like move the film over, it wasn't called like USB, it was called a Firewire, and I don't even know if that is still a cable that's used these days. That was in like 2005, so I don't even know. Is Firewire still a thing? Let me know. Right, what we got here? Great gadgets. An alarm clock that looks like a TV. The phone. Got that clear cordless phone. Remember the cordless phone? I know some of you guys probably don't even remember the corded phone. All right, we got some cameras now. The Kodak Advantix cameras. Autofocus. Man, it's crazy how much technology has evolved. Where you're like using that, and now everything is on the phone. You know, it's crazy. Yeah, that baby got me up nice and early. He was hungry. Some jewelry left over. So that's about it for that Christmas catalog. I was a little disappointed. I was looking for some Toys R Us catalogs from back in the day, but I guess those do not exist on the internet. I found one from 1997 from October, so it wasn't even like the Christmas catalog. So I didn't even go too far into it because we want Christmas. All right, I found a couple of videos online, of course, online. This first one's coming straight out of New Orleans, from where I'm from, and yeah, it's a lesson in staying well regulated and a defensive use of firearms. And as far as I know, anyway, backstory: two people went into a convenience store, started robbing it. When they turned around, one of the employees that they were robbing pulled out his own firearm and took care of business. So good on him, and let's check it out. Sorry, let me get my headphones. One moment. All right, I gotta make sure that the headphones are connected so I don't blow out the microphone. All right, here we go. Should I make it bigger? Can I make it bigger? There we go. All right. Okay, I don't want to see why. I want to see the real. There's one. He's robbing him. That guy's like, nope. This is the clerk here. Here's both the suspects here. Now watch this. Goodbye. Let's watch it again. Because he did really good tactics here. He gave them what they wanted. He's giving them whatever. Here, take everything, take everything. These guys are feeling comfortable that they're getting whatever they want. He's like, don't want any trouble, just take whatever you want. As soon as he knows he has an advantage, they don't have the drop on him anymore. There we go. So, the one suspect that got hit first here in this vomit yellow camo hoodie, or maybe it's just a green hoodie that got bleach poured on it, possibly. He did end up succumbing to his injuries. The other one, I don't remember if he did get hit, but I believe he is in custody now. So that's good. And then I saw this other crazy video here. You guys are getting a sneak peek. Anyway, let's start it over because this shit is crazy. I don't know how to start videos over on Instagram, so we're just gonna let it go. Giving it away. I'll give it away. I'll go over here for a second. Go over here. Go over here. Make me big. Alright, here we go. We'll wait for a second. And then, when it's ready... If it isn't obvious, y'all, I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, here we go. Oh, sorry, RIP to the headphones. Ooh, oh!
Shit! Hey, move your car, ready? Damn! She flipped the whole truck.
Damn.
Yeah! You dumbass bitch! You dumbass bitch!
But she like straight up... She walks out of that thing like the Terminator, bro.
I ain't even got one.
That was the best part.
She just tweet.
With your black racist ass bitch, and you almost just hit my motherfucking car with my kids in it. Lucky my mom, you ain't just hit it, cause I be beating your dumb ass.
Anyway, that was wild. I'd seen that one a while back and it just popped back up. That was crazy. Oh. Notification. Did you guys hear about that CEO for that insurance company that was assassinated? That was pretty crazy. It's a pretty crazy story. So far, they said they found the backpack and possibly a water bottle that might have been his that they're going to try to run DNA samples for, but we'll see what happens. We got a new video from AZ Air Gunner coming out tomorrow. I think he put one out recently. I don't know if we've seen it yet. Sorry, y'all. Just gotta do some stuff here on the back end. Alright. Sorry, YouTube is just giving me some like error messages, but looks like the stream's going okay. Interesting. Well, we'll figure it all out in a little bit. Hopefully, I don't know. We'll see. Hold on one second. I don't know why I'm getting these error messages. Everything is sounding and looking good, so let's just go. Let's go. Let's go. Let me just move this over. All right. Now, sorry guys, it's clear I don't know what I'm doing. But anyway, that was one thing I wanted to. Anyway, sorry, it's really early. Where it is? Here it is. All right. Let me just get this ready. Alright, so this is a channel I found not too long ago called Lone Oak Survival. I really like this guy. He's a smaller channel, so but he's just a regular ass dude, just you know, making his videos, so let's check it out.
Hey folks, Joe on Look Survival. So today we're going to talk about a shelter that you can build with minimal tools or no tools and definitely no cordage and using nature around you to complete this. Stick around. Go. Alright folks, so the shelter we've been working on today is going to be the snow trench. Now that is not my #1 go-to emergency shelter, but if you don't have any, say, tarps or tents or, say, cutting tools that are going to really matter in the wintertime, say like a hatchet for example, and you don't have a lot of building material around you, say that it's very sparse with the trees, obviously not here, but say that in your environment it is, the snow is going to be the best building material you have available to you. So snow trench is probably going to be your #1 go-to in that situation. So I'm going to pick a spot out here that's deep enough, and I'm going to explain how to build this thing. Alright guys, so first things first.
Alright guys, so I'm trying to brush up on winter and desert survival. So in Louisiana, it was a little bit easier. There's water everywhere. It's always nice and warm, even in the winter. The flora and fauna is abundant. Its resources are available everywhere. Now where I am here in New Mexico, it's a little bit different. Very arid, desert, tiny trees. It's all like desert shrubbery and stuff like that. So we do get a lot of snow though, so you know, I've been trying to refamiliarize myself with the desert and the winter stuff. So perfect video. So
First, you're probably wondering how are we going to dig this snow trench out. We don't want to use our gloves because we're going to get our gloves wet, which isn't going to do us any good. If you're out, say, hunting, hiking, fishing, whatever it may be, perhaps maybe you have a collapsible snow shovel with you, maybe. Or you can use your snowshoe in this case. Use the heel of your snowshoe as a makeshift shovel. We're going to make this snow trench a foot longer than
I don't even have snowshoes.
we are tall, so I'm 5'8", so let's just say 6 foot for argument's sake. We're going to make this 7 foot long, right? So I can either measure this out with the snow shovel, or snowshoe, excuse me, because I know this is roughly 36 inches, or I can sit there and just kind of guesstimate, whichever. We're going to measure real quick. So at the base of the camera, we'll actually move forward a little bit. There's one. And be careful where you're stepping too, because you don't
Especially with one snowshoe on.
It's going to be so 1, 2, the wide girth, 3, and say 4, just for giggles. Now, how deep is this? That'll work. That'll work. That'll work. And that should work. So we know it's deep enough and it's going to be long enough. How wide should we do this? I like to go shoulder width and a half. Kind of give you some wiggle room in there. So again, I'm going to use this. It's kind of a measuring tool. And kind of go 2/3, maybe a whole snowshoe. So now I'm going to cut this out of the snow or dig this out with a snow shovel. So being very careful, what I like to do is just take one big step, get in the middle of my trench. It's very common sense. Just take it, light scoops, pile it up on the outside. That way you're also building a wall over here where your head's at. Now how deep you want this to go is deep enough so you're out of the wind, you're out of the elements, okay? Alright guys, so we got this dug out. It's pretty good. Definitely will shield me from the wind. You guys can see I try to get down the forest floor because less snow, less chance water's gonna melt because your body heat.
Just gonna go check on the
now we're
baby.
gonna need some pine boughs for our insulation. Alright folks, so when you come to in this case, balsam fir, do yourself a favor. I know it's common sense, but grab some branches here and shake them off first. So when you go to collect these branches, you're not getting covered in snow, thus getting you wet. That's the first thing. Plus, it rids all the snow that would be off the branches that we're going to be laying on. So, kind of twofold, really. Now, to shear these off is really easy. You go to the main branch.
Oh yeah, he's crashed out.
Whichever's thinner. You're going to push in and up. And they shear right off. In and up. In and up. Like so. And you collect a bunch of these in no time with no tools. Alright folks, so an important lesson for those who don't know or don't really deal with snow very often. If you don't want all of that coming crashing down on you when you get branches, say from a balsam fir or any kind of tree that has snow load on the branches, take a saw instead of a hatchet, we're trying to break it off, and gently cut it. It's just kind of an awkward angle for me. Gently cut it. That way, more than likely, snow above you won't be disturbed. Instead of, say, grabbing this branch and trying to, I should get my hood on first. Instead of grabbing a branch and trying to wrestle it off like this, you know, yeah, all the snow could possibly come down on top of you. So,
Good tip.
there's that. Alright folks, so when we gather enough pine boughs for bedding, we want to walk in from our entrance point and compress it. See if we have enough material. Now again, I know from the tip of my middle finger down the bottom of my wrist is roughly 7 inches. I got about 6 inches of compressed insulation beneath me. Okay, I probably want at least 8 in this situation because I'm sleeping on the cold ground. But 6 to 8 inches is going to be pretty good. Now 7 inches is kind of half medium, obviously. But you also want to make sure, okay, is this long enough? Is this deep enough for me to lay down with a structure as a roof over top me? Then we kind of sit there and adjust what we got to do.
It's important that in any situation, survival or recreational camping, even if you're like roughing it a little, to always have like some insulation between you and the ground. Otherwise, if you don't, that cold ground is just gonna suck your body heat right out of you, and you're gonna be cold. And in the right situation or wrong situation, depending on if you're the cold or the person, you could die.
All right, so guys, laying down in there, and this is why you test your compressed bedding in the first place, is you want to make sure that your shoulder is lower than this wall. Mine doesn't seem to be. So, take my snowshoes, unless you lost one, they come in pairs. So you gotta take them, and you're gonna kind of sandwich.
Are white snowshoes the best color? Sorry, I keep muting my mic. I share my studio space with my mom's little dog, and he's a cougher.
The snow, creating a compressed wall. It's gonna help stabilize the roof when we put it on. Like so. All right, so here we are again with the tricks. 1, 2. 2 tarps, guys. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be a lifesaver. So, get the Mylar back tarp
Sorry
here.
about the coughing.
You see? Got the wet weather tarp here. I'm gonna use this as a bedroll, essentially. Roll this out. Try and keep as much snow off of it as possible, obviously. And really, you'd want to do this with the roof on. I just want to show it because this is an easier way to show it than actually like trying to get the camera in there and whatnot. But have your roof on if you can. Roll this out. That way, you have a waterproof barrier underneath you. So if there's snow melting because your body heat underneath the pine boughs along the wall, where it's going to be, it's not going to get you wet while you lay there. Now, this I'm going to wrap up in like a simple blanket. Okay? That's what that's for. Now I'm going to get the roofing material, throw it on. Alright guys, say that you didn't have enough snow to raise the walls. Or some reason, somehow, you didn't want to. You could always do the good old Y stick and straight stick, and put a straight stick along the way, make it more of a pitched roof if you wanted to, kind of like an A6. Granted, I'd like to see a greater pitch, because like I said in my 5-point shelter, the greater the pitch, the greater the water shedding effect. However, I'm not really worried about rain, or I'm not really worried about my body heat melting the snow up here per se. I'm more worried about snow getting on me and then melting while I sleep. So, I'm going to leave that alone like that. Throw the pine boughs on top. Alright, this might seem counterintuitive, but I'm going to put my pine bough branches, the dead ones, like so. That way, they cover more area. Now, why dead branches? Because it gives more loft, but also it kind of saves on having to put a lot more green pine boughs, which might stick through and catch on you. This stuff kind of helps prevent that.
Nice. So he's just reinforcing, and then he's going to put all his green stuff on top.
Also, what this is going to do is help catch the fresh live pine boughs and keep them in place. Kind of like barbed wire, if you think about it. Alright, so now comes time we're going to
Thought the dog needed
Alright
to
folks,
go
so
out.
this is the snow trench you got. Roof does need some love. Get some more pine boughs for a door to help block out that cold wind. As you guys can see, very simple, very quick to build. Alright guys, so this is the shelter. Definitely long enough where I can have my feet inside. Again, I have to put a pine bough door on that to kind of keep the heat in. And have a little slant away from your feet, obviously. Definitely needs more insulation on the roof, I dare say, to be honest with you guys. Again, we want about 3-foot thickness on that to help trap heat in here, to have any insulated value. It's going to be about 3 foot thick. of forest debris, or in this case, pine boughs. So pretty comfortable. It does keep me on the wind, and would keep me out of the snow if it was snowing right now. But we're gonna get out of here and talk about. All right, folks. So I had a blast building this with you today.
All right, so what he did is he just kind of showed you how to build the shelter, but what you really want to do is like he said, you need at least 3 feet of the pine over to really act as, to really be of any insulation value to you. So you kind of just put a layer, but he even said, but you really should like stack it up nice and thick, because you just really want all of your body heat just to stay trapped in there. And if you just got a layer of like, you know, a couple inches of all those pine boughs, you know, you have a lot of air pockets and air holes. So you just really want to stack it and make sure you don't have any air, any of your hot air, your body heat escaping through the roof. So he's absolutely right.
Okay, so we're gonna kind of go over exactly how this is supposed to be in an actual survival emergency situation, right? Because this wouldn't really suffice. I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes only, and I'm not going to tear down my entire forest making these videos for you guys. No offense. But, so starting from the roof, right? We want that at least 3 foot thick minimum for insulative value, okay? 3 foot thick. The pitch is important in this situation where we have snow. The greatest threat is going to be your body heat building up inside of this, melting the snow, it drips on top of you. Then again, if we have a gravel effect, or say the A-framed roof like I was talking about, where you have a forked stick, regular stick, put in between and pinch another ridge pole in between, you can have an A-frame like structure above you. So again, steep is good. However, if you're trying to just heat this thing with your body heat, the lower the roof, the better. So you got to play with that, guys, and figure out what works best for you. Thus why you should get out and train. Now, going down a little bit, okay? The walls, we want this again to be at least, I want to say 6 inches above where your shoulder is. So the wind's going to go above you. It's going to be comfortable. You can actually roll over and whatnot. And trust me, you're going to toss and turn in this thing, because sleeping on pine boughs, it's more comfortable than the ground, but it's not like your bed. So keep that in mind. Now, all right,
Sleeping
so
on the
next
ground
up,
is not like your
Mylar
bed.
here in the tarp, okay? The 2 tarp system here. So it's awesome in the fact that I can use the wet weather tarp as, you know, my main shelter in a given situation. And then I can turn around and have the Mylar be my bed. It could be my blanket. It could be whatever I want it to be in that situation. Okay, 2 is 1, 1 is none. Now, this situation, obviously, this is going to be my blanket. Again, 1/3, so you're laying down on top of that. Okay, so 1/3 is going to start reflecting your body heat back towards you. And then 2/3 wrapped around you like a blanket. It's going to help reflect your body heat back towards you. Got to be careful, though, because you don't want to overheat yourself and wake up all wet with sweat. Because, again, wet in this situation equals death. So you don't want that. So
Sweat will kill you in the cold. So you know how he was like digging and cutting and doing all that stuff. If you're ever in a situation similar and you are having to dig and build a shelter and saw and cut all the branches and build, you want to make sure you kind of go slow. You don't want to overexert because you don't want to start sweating. You will start getting warm as you like do work and stuff, but if you start sweating, that sweat is just, it's liquid. It's essentially water. And then that cold air on that water, it's just, it'll kill you faster.
kind of be cautious, play with it, figure out what works.
It's like hypothermic.
And whatnot.
Like you'll get
What about the
hypothermic.
tarp underneath, guys? Again, that's going to protect us from moisture.
It's the same as like if you like fell in a river and then didn't try to get warm, try to light a fire or anything like that. Like it's not a good situation. Try not to sweat if you're out in the cold and you're in a situation like that.
From the ground. We're laying on pine boughs. Our body is the equivalent of 100 watt bulb. So it's going to produce some heat in here, especially if we have a door on here. It's all sealed up, nice insulated. It's going to be decently warm in there. It could possibly melt the snow and ice underneath you. And if you don't have a tarp underneath you to kind of help block that water from touching you, it could get your coat wet, your sweatshirt, your snow pants, your boots, gloves, hat. It's going to be miserable. It's going to suck. Again, it could equal death. We don't want that. So again, 2 tarps in my mind is a must. Now, door structure, like I said, it's going to be pine boughs. It's going to be kind of angled out. That way it's going to, 1, protect your feet. It's going to help shed snow. And this shelter itself is going to be breathable because, again, it's pine boughs. It's not like airtight or anything like that. So we don't really have to worry about suffocation. But you might want to leave a more open area for ventilation, regardless, to be safe. In case it does snow really heavily and it piles up on top of you, you don't want
to cave in.
Now,
Yeah.
there's the recap for you guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. As always, stay frosty, prep up. Yeah, bless.
We did, Mr. Lone Oak, and we are leaving a thumbs up, and we will even comment. Great video. Just moved from Louisiana to New Mexico, and am needing to brush up on my winter and desert survival. Let me put a thumbs up emoji. I usually do stuff on my phone, so I'm not too search. Just want a thumbs up, y'all. There we go. Nope. This one. All right, so some of the gear he had and he was using is kind of cool. By some of the gear, I just I mean the survival blanket. So he was using something like this. All right, so these are pretty cool. I recommend anybody get one. So these are pretty much these little like space blankets, but like on steroids. They're waterproof. They have the Mylar on the inside, but also on the outside, it's like pretty much a tarp. So you can use it as a space blanket and as a tarp. So it's a pretty versatile piece of gear to have. I don't have one. I'm still on that that Harbor Freight camo tarp, but you know, this would be something cool to have. UST has one too. The USO gear, these guys. I only have an orange one though, but it's like the same situation. This one looks small in the picture, but I mean, it's probably the same size as Mr. Lone Oak Survivals, and it did the trick. What I have, let's see, Path, what is it? Outfitters, the Dave Canterbury store. Hold on, I gotta find it on my phone. Self-Reliance Outfitters. Here we go. Share desktop. All right, here we go. So, Pathfinder gear. Shelter. All right, so the Pathfinder store does have their own survival blanket. Trying to find... Let's see, do they have one? Bivy. So I had bought, it's like a little bivy sack. It's essentially like a sleeping bag, but it's like the space blanket. Guess I don't have them anymore. Let's see, Amazon, Bivy. It's kind of like this. I have used one of these in my first stealth camp, but the other one I got, it's a little bit more hardcore. But it's similar to this one, but it was like Pathfinder branded, and it's just like this. It's a sleeping bag essentially. It's thin, and it has like that Mylar reflective stuff on the inside to keep you warm, to reflect your body heat back. I haven't needed to use it yet. I do keep it with my stealth camping gear, because during stealth camps, I definitely don't know what I'm getting into all the time, especially like the first one. I did that one in October or November of last year, and I did it in New Orleans. And New Orleans, you know, the temperature was only like 65 that night, and I thought I'd be all right because, you know, you could just chill in 65-degree temperature with like a hoodie and be comfortable. But I don't know, trying to sleep and stuff, I just couldn't. It was too cold. So yeah, didn't get to. But Self-Reliance Outfitters, I definitely enjoy some of their products. Trying to find one. There's the Canteen like cook set I use all the time. If I can find that, I'll show you. Pathfinder gear. Bottles and canteens. So it's this set. Except mine came with the little bag, but I use it in like all of my stealth camping videos. I think my little cup thing is a little different. I think mine like flips out because it locks everything together. So I have a different cup, but it's essentially the same thing, and that thing freaking rocks. Love it. This is the kind of like the one I got. It doesn't have all that extra stuff. I got it a while ago, like a long time ago, so it might be an old model, but I love it. Use it all the time. They got some cool stuff like the stainless steel bottle cook set. This is one that I kind of probably would have preferred, but you know, I like what I have just because I like the roundness. It just, I don't know. It's just more appealing to my style, I suppose, than like big like oval like canteen and stuff, but it don't matter. It all works the same, so you know. It all works the same. So hope everybody is having a great weekend so far. It's 5:42 in the morning where I am. Like I said, that baby woke me up nice and early. So make sure you guys are following me everywhere. Follow me on YouTube. Got that YouTube page. Confirm channel subscription. I'd like to, but I'm already I don't think it'll let me because it's my channel. Anyway, we got fun stuff going on. Got the shorts up. It's been wild out here in New Mexico. Found a tarantula out in the wild. There's scorpions all over the place. Green chili. Here's a scorpion that I found just outside the front door.
Scorpion totally got a bug.
And it looks like he got himself a little treat there. So, you know, follow me there. Make sure you follow me on Rumble. Got that Rumble. We do a little bit of extra stuff on Rumble. Even though I only have 79 followers on Rumble. If you guys don't and you have a Rumble, find me over there. Let's try to build that Rumble. Got Odyssey. Odyssey is a little bit different. Only got 7 subscribers over there, but you know, come check me out there if you have one. Remember to follow me on X, used to be called Twitter, but over here we bring the spice. So, you know, Got Tim Pool here. Just shave your damn head already, or wear a different hat, or wear a gray hat. You wore a gray suit and a black hat. Doesn't even make sense. Doesn't even make sense, man. Oh, here we go. When Fauci came into the office in 1968, about 6% of Americans had chronic diseases, including obesity, neurological, allergic, and autoimmune diseases. By 1986, 11.8% of children had chronic diseases. By 2006, that number had risen to 64%. That's Fauci's track record. Apparently, that's a quote from RFK Jr. He did put out a whole book about Fauci and how bad he is and all the bad stuff he's done over the years. And it must be true because he hasn't been sued yet. There isn't even talk of him getting sued. So I know it has to be true. So Fauci's a garbage person. And yeah, just make sure you guys are following me on X over there. Got an Instagram and a Facebook, but I don't really mess with the Facebook. So follow me on the Instagram. We bring the spice. Anyway, y'all, that's about it for this Saturday morning live stream. Just want to thank you all for hanging out with me this morning. And yeah, I'm on that baby schedule now, so there might be more of these. I don't know. But anyway, hope you all have a good day, good weekend. Have a Merry Christmas. And it's a crazy one out there, so remember to stay well regulated. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.